Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been really putting this video off like for months actually. Like it's been 2 months. Y'all should have gotten this video. And I was just like, I wanted it to be perfect, but life's not perfect. I haven't been having a perfect life. And I'm not here to be perfect. I want to be real with y'all, right? So if you're new to my channel, my name is Carrie. Not recently, now it's been a year and some months. I'm originally a nurse, an RN from Jamaica, and I migrated from my country to the US, and I'm now practicing nursing here. This channel is not really a nursing channel. That's just my intro. I'm a nurse doing a whole lot of other stuff, right? So yeah, I left Jamaica, I come to US, and I've been living here for over a year. And this is just like an update video of things I've come to like, things I don't like, things that you as a nurse that is thinking about leaving whichever country you're in to come to the US should expect. And yeah, guys, I am actually shooting this from my apartment right by the window. Hold on. So let me apologize beforehand. My environment is very noisy, so sometimes we go hear some. Let me apologize. But yeah, as I was saying, 2 hours later. Why not always start up with video them so chaotic? I'm not edit out none of this. Like when I go see all of this, which you have seen all of this. But anyways, as I was saying before, I was really interrupted. I'm a Jamaican nurse living in the US, now practicing in the US, and these are some of the things that I've come to realize about the US, things that I had no idea about the US, things that I was expecting about the US and it did not happen. And yeah, this is my chaotic 1-year anniversary. Stay tuned. So, I've been practicing nursing for 6 years. One of those years I've been in the US, right? And these are some of the things that I've come to realize about working in the US and some of the pros and cons. I'm just gonna jump right into it. I made a list while I was at work, just randomly, because I've been trying to get inspiration to make this video as interesting as possible. But I'm just here to give y'all info, really, and if y'all vibe with me, you just vibe with me. So one of the major pros of me working in the US for me is the fact that I was able to pay off my student loan in full within 6 months, and I actually could have done it earlier than that, but I was kind of slacking in the beginning and just worried about other stuff that I had no business being worried about. But guys, like, if you have debts in your country, especially if the currency compared to the US currency is weak, you coming in to the US is a great opportunity to get rid of some of the debts that you have, especially like school debts, because going to college is not cheap by any means, especially Caribbean people don't understand what I'm talking about. So for me to be able to come here and within 6 months I was able to like save enough money to get rid of my debt is amazing to me. I mean, I own a little bit of money. I mean, I get no details about that. No one come in the comments and ask me like, how much you did owe? So just know that it's a whole heap of money and me get rid of it. Like, so that's one of the pros of coming here. Like, if you are smart and you're dedicated, and I actually didn't even do like no crazy amount of shifts. Like, I've been chilling at home and I was able to do this. So just imagine if you like went really hard. Yeah, so that's one of the pros. Another pro is that over time of you being in the US working, if you pay your bills back on time, especially get a good credit card. I know that, what's the name of this credit card that I use? This cover card. They're really good about offering credit to persons that don't really have a credit history. Because the thing with credit in the US, you have to have a history for creditors being willing to give you a credit card, which is dumb because I'm like, how am I gonna build history if y'all don't give me a chance? Give me a chance. So this cover card is one of the companies that is really good with that. Like you don't really have to have a credit, like within like 3 months you can go and apply with them, and then you use your card to build your credit. You have to be careful though, and I'm gonna discuss that in my cons. Another thing is, I don't know if this is for everyone, but my agency gives you a raise after your each year that you work with them for the duration of your contract. It's not a lot, but it's something. So that's a pro. Another pro for me was the fact that I was able to decrease the amount that I was paying for car insurance. So the way that car insurance works over here is the less credit history you have, the less driving history that you have. So basically, if you're a young bud in the country, you're gonna pay a lot for car insurance. But the longer you're here is the less you pay. And a trick that I have found is that you can apply for car insurance, and then like within 3 to 6 months you can actually cancel that car insurance that you have after you search, like before you cancel it, like right when you know it's about to renew. Go on a hunt to find like insurance for your car, and you actually get better rates, which is wild. Well, it's not wild. I kind of get why, because as I said before, driving history and credit history. But yeah, so I was paying like was it $200 and some dollars for my insurance? 280 or something like that each month. And then I was able to go below $200 within 6 months. And I think I can go even lower than that. So that's a pro with being in the US so long. Another pro is, as I said before, better credit. The longer you're here is the more creditors are able to get a feel of who you are. Another pro that I have found is Afterpay, or any type of Afterpay, Klarna, ZipPay, whatever it is. Like guys, it blows my mind the way I'm able to get the stuff that I need now and then pay for it later without interest. Like, come on, how much? It doesn't get any better than that for me, honestly, because it's not that you don't have the money, but personally I believe in like having most of your cash readily available to you just in case of emergencies. So the fact that I'm able to like get the stuff that I want and need and not pay all of that money at once and not have crazy interest, and that's not with everything, guys. I'm talking about like common things like clothes, appliances, but major things like furniture and stuff like that. I don't think you can do Afterpay or Klarna with that. For sure, you do have to have, you're gonna have interest payments and stuff like that. But like if you see an outfit that you want and you're like, I don't want to pay all of this money at once, Afterpay and Klarna Pay and ZipPay is your best friend. Trust me, you just have to keep up with your payments, because it doesn't direct, like when you apply for it, it does not like ding your credit, but if you're not paying back on time, it will affect your credit. Get what I'm saying? But it's a big pro for me, because if I had this in Jamaica, like, let me tell you, but that's a big pro for me. Another pro is traveling. Like, it's relatively easy to travel when you're in the US, mostly because the currency is stronger, But also, as I said again, afterpay. You can afterpay that flight. You don't have to pay for it all at once. You can book your vacation, like plan your vacation months in advance, book your ticket months in advance, and then pay for it throughout the months leading up to your vacation, so you don't dip into your cash fund and just separate a whole chunk of your money all at once. I just love afterpay. I advocate for afterpay. If you're a responsible person and you want to save your money but you want to live life, afterpay. Afterpay, Klarna Pay, Zip Pay, whichever one works for you, do it, sis. I'm not ashamed. I am a big fan of Afterpay. I've been using Afterpay for months and it's been working out for me. So let me know if Afterpay is something that you've been doing, if you're actually in the US, or if you had no idea about it, let me know. But child, me will Afterpay everything to death. I want me having money sit on the sun like Lolo and Slush, as they say in Jamaica. Plenty. I'm after playing it. Okay? Another pro is education opportunities. Like it's so easy to get into school over here. It is expensive, and I'm gonna talk about that in the cons. But getting into a program to like further your career, further your education, it's not hard. As long as you're in the country and you're a legal citizen, even illegal people, I don't know how they do it, but they've been going to school. And you have opportunities, like there's scholarships, grants. Sometimes the employer that you have also allows you to have access to different educational opportunities. So that's a big pro for me. Why am I saying con? That's a big pro for me, and I appreciate that about the US. Their education system is really good also. So that's a big pro. Another pro that I'm gonna talk about is the fact that jobs are just available over here. Like as long as you're willing to work, you will find a job. And I don't know, jobs are just thrown left and right. I don't know if Americans don't want the jobs that are available, but you can have 1, 2, 3, 4 jobs, and you just be like doing all 4 or 5 hours, and you can make some money doing that. So that's another pro that I like. You can have a second job. You know, in Jamaica, like kind of hard if you have one second job. You have to have like a second hustle, which nothing is wrong with that. But if you're not talented like that, you know, you just have like a technical skill sets, having the opportunity to be able to do a second job is really amazing. So it's a flexibility for me. So that's a big pro for me. There are probably a lot of other stuff, but I'm just winging this video, so let's jump into the cons. A big con for me is that I'm homesick, guys. Let me miss me yard. Sometimes, most of the times, like I'll just randomly just get nostalgic. Like I'll just be sitting down and just like this feeling just come over me where I wanna go back home, hear my people talking, eat my food, breathe my air, get to go to my beaches. I'm living somewhere where I don't have a beach. There's not even a river, okay? There are ponds and small little outlets of bodies of water that are not swimmable. I don't like that for me. They have lakes, I guess, but I'm not a lake person. No, I don't know. I've just never been a lake person. But yeah, that's a big con for me. And in the area where I'm living, there are basically no Jamaican spots where I'm living. Like if I need to go to a Jamaican restaurant, I have to drive a good couple of miles to get some Jamaican food. And even then, it's not really. I just want to go home sometimes. And that's natural. I think that's a con for anybody that leaves their country to go to another country to live. But yeah, sometimes it gets kind of hard, but it's okay. You walk with the nose up a run, right? A another con for me is because I'm new to the country and because I came with an agency, the pay that I am getting is way below what nurses in the country currently, or in the area that I am is getting paid. And I expected that, but I didn't expect the difference to be that drastic. Like, and I'm working sometimes even harder than I mean, if I get more money, I need to be getting paid more. Like, I work really hard. So that's a big con for me because of the agency, and they get a portion of what. So it's not actually the hospital, it's the agency that I go through. I think everybody has this experience. They take a portion of your pay, which is expected because they helped you to get over here. But at the same time, cost of living is high over here. Food prices are crazy right now. Rent prices are crazy if you don't know what you're doing. Just general cost of living is getting there. So the fact that your pay is at a certain level, it kind of makes it hard. And I'm single and I'm having issues. So I'm just imagining people with kids, like the struggles that they're going through. So that's a con for me. Like, I think we can be paid a little bit better, but I understand it's a business for these people and they have to make a profit. But even then, I just feel like they can do a little bit better with how we're being paid. But that's neither here nor there. After your contract, you're free to go wherever you want to go and negotiate your pay rates and all of that stuff. So it's fine, sweetie. You'll survive. Another thing, the same credit cards that I'm telling you about, that's really good. Like, you get a credit card, it can be the credit history. And when you have a credit card, you don't use like your ready cash. You can wait a month. Because when you use a credit card, you have a month to pay the balance that you use, right? So that's really convenient because sometimes you don't have the money. Same time when you have things to do, or you might have the money but you don't want to squeeze out all that fun at once to do something. There's where a credit card is really good. But a big con with credit cards is you can get caught up really fast. And when I say caught up, means like you can get tangled in a web where your credit card balances are so much where you think you could manage it, but when you look, you see where you have a balance that is so like, yes, but wait, when this because the dollars add up, you might just stop me and say, what you $2 for this, $10 for this, and get it. And then by the time you look, your credit card balance all 500 and something. I said, wait, why am I reach yourself? And you have to be careful. You have to be careful because if you don't pay back your credit card on time, it dings your credit negatively. And what that means is that your credit history will be poor. And if you have a poor credit history, your borrowing capability is decreased. Your interest rates on loans is increased. Opportunities to like buy housing and stuff like that, you have to dish out a greater amount of money to be able to purchase houses. So you have to keep that credit good, guys. And a good credit score is between I would say 660 and above. Like anything below that is kind of, probably 630 is okay. But if you can get to 660 and above, you usually do much better in terms of interest rates and like the amount of credit that's available to you for you to do your business. So be careful with the credit cards, guys. It can sink you, especially if we who love shop and are not if you're not responsible when it comes to like paying your bills. Like, if you're not an organized person, that's another thing. There is an app on everybody's phone, a note app. You don't even have to get like a budget. Get a note app and map out your expenses that you have for the month and what you need to be paying back at what time, and do like some little boxes and do check marks for it. And that's how I've been managing my finances. So you know that every week you just randomly open the note app and just look to see, okay, this is coming up, I need to take care of this. or okay, I already took care of this, so this amount of money that I have left to take care of this, and so on and so forth. If you don't do that, guys, you will get knocked, right? And then you can't have late payments over here. Every late payment counts toward your credit. Credit is what run America, and if your credit is not good, you get what you don't get. Everybody know what you don't get. Don't ask me. You know what you don't get, and nothing good. But yeah, be careful with that credit, guys. Be very, very careful, right? Another thing that's a con. If your credit is not good, and I keep going back to this credit thing, but guys, the credit thing just affects everything in this country. If your credit not good, you're not able to. What type of bug is this? Hold on. Okay, guys, back to regular programming, because me in here and my business and this bug coming here. I don't know I'm coming here because no, the background. Never mind. As I was saying, yeah. So if your credit is not good, guys, you won't be able to get a good apartment. Let me say that again. If your credit is not good, you won't be able to get a good apartment, or even an apartment with a good rate. Like, the worse your credit history is the less likely you'll be able to afford a decent apartment or get an apartment at a decent rate. And the better your credit, the better for you. Trust me. So keep that credit, keep it at a level, guys. And usually the banks that you use to do like transactions, they have like a section, especially I know like Chase Bank, there's a section where you can keep track of your credit and stuff like that. So yeah, you gotta be smart, sis. With that credit, you gotta be smart, okay? Another con that I found over here is the culture, especially with black people, is just different. And it really kind of made me sad, because I come from a country where like it's densely populated with black people, and we're just like we're a strong nation of black people. Like, we're very proud, and we're confident, and we're resourceful and stuff like that. And then I come over here, and a lot of black people are just like, they're doing the bare minimum, and I don't like that for us. And that's the bare minimum. I mean, like, in terms of education wise, a lot of them, they finish high school and that's it. They don't go to college. Enough of them, a lot of the young guys are in like gangs, are into drugs, or even if they do get a job, they're very nonchalant with the job. Like, they don't, like, a lot of them that I meet, they're not serious about life. That's what I mean, and it just makes me sad, because black people, we have so much potential, and that is just one of the cons to me when it comes to living here and seeing how my black brothers and sisters, some of them are living their lives. And I'm like, come on, we can do better. We can do better, and don't give them the opportunity to say, okay, so black people stay rare. I don't like that for us. So that's one of the cons for me. Just the black culture and some of the way that they're socialized is a con for me. I'm not trying to offend anybody, because you have like a lot of black people that have their head straight, and like, but just how a vast majority of them are living, and I'm like, we have so much potential, we can do so much better, and it just makes me sad. So I just had to mention that. Another thing is racism. Personally, it hasn't been blatant. Like, I haven't actually had like a patient come and be like, oh, I don't want her because she's black, or oh, blatant racism, black people need to back out of the country. And I haven't experienced anything like that. But I have had subtle instances where it's quite obvious that my patient or who I'm working with is not really a fan of black people, and you can feel it. You can feel the energy. Yeah, black somebody me mean. And I recently even had an incident where I had like a patient and she was fine with her family members. Like I was in the room talking, introducing myself, greeting them, and crickets. Literally, nobody responded. I got no reply, and it was quite obvious I was not their cup of tea, because when my charge nurse went into the room, because they were having issues, not with me, but with something like doctor-wise or some type of test, and I told them I was gonna get my charge nurse. She was white, and when my charge nurse went into the room, it was a whole different demeanor. They were very receptive, very talkative, and I was like, oh, okay, I see. I just did my work and I moved right along, because as long as girl I get her money, you don't have to like me, friend. As long as I get pay and you not touch me, we're fine. And if you want to fire me, I am not against coming to work and like a family member or a patient is like, oh, I don't want her to be my nurse. Fire her. Fire me, boo. Fire me. I don't have any problems. So yeah, racism is a con here, especially in the southern states, and I'm in one of the southern states. So yeah, it's obvious. It's quite obvious. But personally, I haven't really had any major issues with it, so it's whatever. But do expect that when you come here, because we have to remember that even though slavery has been abolished, it wasn't that long ago, and a lot of the population of patients that were taken care of, in some way, shape, or form, they were related to, associated with, in dealings with people who are racist. So of course you're gonna expect that it trickles down, and you're gonna have instances where you're gonna be exposed to it, and you just need to know that you know who you are, you know the God where you serve, and you know your value as a human being. So forget them. Another con as it relates to nursing now, because most of my cons and my pros could like be stretched across any occupation or platform, but as it relates to nursing, one of the major cons that I've found over here is that, like, I've always known that we as nurses, we have a lot of responsibility, but some of the responsibilities that I have come over here and realized is a nursing responsibility is ridiculous, and I'm gonna mention some of them right now. One, and this is in no particular order, like if you have a spill in your patient's room, like if a patient pee on the floor, pass feces on the floor, anything of that nature, don't feel like you go call housekeeping and then go come clean it up for you like that. No, you as the nurse or the CNA have to take up majority of the mess. So you have to get like towels, napkins, whatever, and clean up the feces and the urine first, and they just come and sanitize. Like, hold on, because I have to go see what the definition of housekeeping is. Hold on.
Food and refreshments break.
So guys, now that we have touched on some of the, we never finished. Another thing is, a couple other things. If you never know, now me I make you know. You know, in Jamaica, I don't know what other countries, I always say that, but in Jamaica, we're not the ones who do IVs. Like put IV cannulas in, the doctor is the one that does that. When you come over here, the nurse do that. Doctor don't know nothing about IV. You're the ones that have to do that. So if you can start building your skill from here in Jamaica, that would be great. If not, when you come over here, by practicing and practicing, you will get it. And even then, you might still not be 100% with it, because some people are good with IVs and some are not. But I always try, and sometimes we get it and sometimes we don't get it. But don't make yourself feel bad. There are always persons there that can help you. Always have a charge nurse, and if the charge nurse can't get it, because sometimes patients them generally just have really bad veins, you can call a rapid nurse, and they have like the ultrasound machines. I know that I have a friend, she works at a hospital where all the staff is trained on using the the ultrasound IV finders, so that even better. But if your hospital is not like that and they have like few IV finders, you can call like your rapid response center, and if they're free, they'll come and get it done for you. So don't kill yourself about that. But it would be nice to start practicing from now, because it's really good when a patient see the IV and just go in there and just boop boop and give them one and just go on about their business. But if you're not experienced or skilled at it, don't kill yourself about it. As I always say, life is about learning, and also you have to understand where your strengths are and where your weaknesses are. And if you know that you're not really good with IVs, there might be something else that you're really good. You might be the nurse that they always call for the NG, or for the urinary catheters, or to the dressing. Everybody have their own little niche, and I just never wanted to be in a space where you feel like you're not competent because you can't. There's a certain skill that you struggle with. Never let nobody make you feel bad. I have some nurse who try to like, why can't you get this? Like, don't pay them no mind. Don't pay them no mind. There are many different aspects to nursing, and you might flourish in this area and not flourish in that, and that's fine. The top line is your patient safety and your patient comfort, and ensuring that the patient get the care that they're supposed to get. So if you know you're not good for IVs, nobody go over there and poke patient. Then do God. If you even try one time and you don't get it, amen, so let it be. Get somebody else. Me I always tell my patient, you know, and they always laugh. Me say, look here, if I don't get the IV, I said, well, I'm not an expert, so I'm gonna go get somebody who, I'm not ashamed to say it, I'm not really good with IVs, but I'm not kill myself about it, because at the end of the day, my patient them get better and then go home. I'm not ask Christ. So, all of the comment, them look dry. Look at them, say some lip, them look dry. Oh my God. And guys, as I'm touching on that topic about not being hard on yourself, you see, the first year that you get here, you're going to feel, I don't want to say incompetent, because nursing is, in general, it's the same right across the board, but you're gonna feel like there's a lot that you don't know, and that's fine. Take it from somebody who, like, I'm my worst critic. Like, I'm so hard on myself. When I like, the way I'm hard on myself is not how I treat people. I'm always, oh, you can do it. You have so much potential. And then when myself, me like, you're stupid or something, you know. That's, so I know internally you feel like you're not good enough. Don't feel like that. You know where I come from? Like, you know what you had to do to get here? How much trials and tribulations you have to go through for reach where you're right now? No, don't do that. So I know in the first year especially you're gonna feel so, environment is new, the co-workers, the culture is different than yours, and you're just gonna feel like there's a lot of things that you don't know, but don't worry yourself. Just like how them learn, you can learn too. As long as you're willing to learn and you're willing to ask questions, you'll be fine. So yeah guys, don't be so hard on yourself. That's a journey, and just put one foot before the other one and just keep moving. It's one step at a time. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody reach a final destination at a different time, in a different situation, in a different, just everybody's situation is unique. Everybody's journey is unique, and your journey is your own, and ain't nobody can do it like you. Nobody does it better than you, friend. So it's your life, and while we're on you, you have to take care of you also. Invest in yourself. Enjoy yourself. Don't just get up every day and walk and me have bills a Jamaican family, Jamaica to take care of, and where tete. But at the end of the day, you have to take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, you know. Care of yourself sometimes. I have this friend named Sharon, or as I said, sometimes she carry herself, go to the movies, go get something to eat, treat herself to something nice, and you have to do then something there. Especially when you're in an environment where it's you alone, you never come with no family or anything like that, no friends. You have to find things that will keep you mentally strong. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? because depression is real over here, and everybody and their auntie and their uncle and their sister they for anxiety meds and depression meds, and we never left Jamaica to come over here come sit. You get what I say? We never left the country to come over here for they take anxiety and depression meds. So guys, take care of yourself, treat yourself, go on trips, you know? Save up your money and go on different state, even one different country. If you can do that, as life is short and you never know when this is going to be your last. You get what I'm saying? So it was nice checking in with you guys for this 1 year anniversary video. My journey has been cool. I'm more comfortable in where I'm at right now, as a nurse in the US. Like, I'm comfortable, I am more confident in my abilities. And this is to say, if you're a baby nurse, if you're a nurse that just got over here, if you're a nurse who wants better for yourself, but then the back of your head you say, can I manage over here? Like, am I enough for over here? Because I hear so many horror stories. You can. It's possible. If they can do it, why can't you do it? Right? So never stop believing in yourself, and all the best on your nursing journey, or just your migration journey in general if you're not a nurse and this video brought you over to my page. Once again, it's your girl Carrie Ann signing out.